You know, honestly, when I made a channel that was talking about video games, D&D, and just general nerd shit, I did not expect politics to chase me, but here we are. I did not expect politics to sort of weasel its way into my sort of creative space, but again, here we are. What the actual fuck is going on? So, okay, I'm gonna be honest here. The thing that I'm about to talk about, I'm not on anyone's side, because both sides are fucking stupid, and both sides are idiots. Now, I'm gonna be real here. I don't really care about this. I do not give a shit. But what I do give a shit is how people are reacting and how people are sort of taking this information and running with it and saying all this stupid shit that doesn't actually make sense. So here I am talking about it because people don't want to say what's actually going on. So first things first, if you didn't know, Walmart pulled down its video game displays from its stores, and it didn't just pull down video game displays, but that's what everyone is talking about. So people are talking about how violent video games are basically big bad things that cause people to act violent and do shootings, right? People are all saying like, oh man, because of violent video games, shootings occur. This is wrong, and it's stupid, and there are tons of articles that talk about it. I'm sure I could link like 5 in the description, but I'm tired and lazy, and I'll save that for another video. But right now, all you need to know is that this is a debate and argument that has been going on for a while, and I think it's finally beginning to steam and reach ahead, where I don't know what's gonna happen, but people are discussing Walmart's actions because there was a shooting in Walmart recently. Now, if you didn't know that this happened, I didn't actually know that it happened either because I don't pay attention to the news that much. But there were 2 recent fatal shootings in 2 different Walmarts in Texas and Mississippi. So that's what happened. And because of this, Walmart has decided to pull violent advertising from their electronic sections. This being the violent video game displays, violent video game signage, and of course the big TV displays. They're pulling the violent action movies from it. This is what they're trying to do. And they're also pulling hunting footage from, I think, the gun section as well. And they're pulling hunting footage in general as well. They're basically anything that shows a gun shooting, they're pulling. And honestly, I understand why. Because guess what? This happened. People are stressed out about public shootings. That's just how it is. I'm sorry to say, but when a shooting and tragedy happens, people get scared. And the thing that I don't get is why people are getting so fucking upset over it. I don't get it. It's so dumb. People are nervous about shootings. Why would you want another thing that sounds like gunfire in your store? Honestly. It's just not good. It's not a good look. And it's not fun for anyone to be in a store and then hearing a gunshot and then being like, was that the electronic section or was that an actual gunshot? And granted, I know gunshots will probably be louder in an actual store. If an actual firearm is firing, you're not going to hear the action movies from across the entire store. But my point still stands. If those are playing in the background, there is a chance that, hey, those people might get confused, and the last thing you want is to incite a panic, like yelling fire in a movie theater. You just don't want to do that because it's not very fun for anyone involved and it gets people hurt. So yeah, but you have all these people from both sides saying like, oh yes, they should because video games are violent and they're a devil and blah blah blah. And it's like people are throwing huge shit fits because, hey, video games are violent, so yeah, this is totally good. And then you have the people who are for violent video games and no censorship, which is the side that I'm on, which is like, oh, why are you selling guns, Walmart? Why are you still selling weapons and guns? Which is a valid point, by the way. I think that if they really wanted to make a statement, just stop selling guns for a little bit. That would show a huge statement. But no, it's like people want to throw fits over the fact that they're not selling, or they're still selling guns, but they're pulling down advertising for violent stuff. And then people are just fucking making the rumor and running with it that they're pulling violent video games, and I've heard rumors that certain Walmart locations are pulling violent video games, but I think that's a by location basis, potentially. I don't know. And honestly, if they are pulling violent video games, it's stupid because they're going to be losing lots of money, and ultimately, if I need to, I'm going to go to Target or I'm going to go to Amazon to buy my games. So fucking Walmart's already suffering a little bit, so if you want to take more hits, be my guest, Walmart. But I highly doubt that Walmart is actually pulling video games from shelves. I'm pretty sure this is just a sort of PR stunt to sort of help them, you know, get in good graces in certain people's eyes. That being said, holy fuck, I'm tired. It's 2 a.m. by the way. I am fucking exhausted and pissed off and so done with everyone's bullshit. But it's just like, it's such a dumb argument to see going down because it's not really talking about the actual problems going on. You know what I mean? The actual problems of how do you protect people from these shootings? How do you handle these fucking, you know, accidents and tragedies, and how do you deal with them? And the answer is, I don't know. I don't know any answer for that. It's just a case of this is something that's going to have to sort of be looked at and dealt with over time with certain things. Luckily, there are certain stores that are, you know, well, profiting and capitalizing off of this tragedy. It is like, it's still sort of like they're doing good because they're keeping people safe. Like, I think there's a store that literally sells bulletproof hoodies, which are pretty neat, and honestly, like, I kind of like them unironically. Like, bulletproof hoodies, down for it. It's pretty cool. So I'm actually looking up right now, but so with that being said though, just it's so dumb. Just all of this is so stupid. All of these things are so stupid. I don't get why people have to lose their shit over such dumb, trivial bullshit. It's not a problem. It's not a fucking big deal. It's just like, honestly, it's just a case of people are being dumb because they want to be dumb, and that's it. So yeah, I know it's late, and this is gonna be my Monday rant video. I was just sitting on this and debating on making this a Tuesday rant just because I didn't know if I wanted to talk about this, but fuck it, it's late. I might as well make the video. So yeah, this is my rant. I hope you hated it. Fuck. With that being said, be sure to like and comment and subscribe because I care about that. I will probably make a follow-up video later this week talking about it because I do want to talk a little bit about violent video games, my ideas on the situation, and what we should do about them. And I do want to talk a little bit about like other forms of media and how they arguably are just as bad, but ultimately it's not media that's causing it. There's so many graphs that show non-correlation with shootings and violence. It's literally just a case of it's easy to get a hold of guns in America. It really is. And that's the bad part of it. You know, that's really it. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Good night.